Welcome to the Game Awards 2024.
Welcome.
Great announcement. All right, awesome. Thanks, Nick. I am so honored to share this latest update with you. Coming to the Game Awards, Al Pacino.
What's my name? Pacino.
Oh, snap, with the plasma sword? You guys know that Halo just came.
Just play the game. Play the game. Play the game.
Hello, gamers. I just watched the Game Awards. Like, oh my god, bro, did you see that shit? I'm a gamer. In fact, I've been a gamer ever since I've been allowed to play games. See, growing up I didn't have any consoles or Game Boys or anything like that, but we did get a computer, I think around '99. I wasn't allowed to access it at first, but I do remember saving up money to go to the local internet cafe. I spent all I had and got 3 hours, bro. I swear, that day is the day I gained consciousness. That www, that MSN homepage I was gone. World Wide Web. And that's even before I touched the games. I spent so much money on time. We got MapleStory, Warcraft 3, Counter-Strike, you name it. And that was the start of my crippling video game addiction. Now, does that give me the credentials to make this video? No, not at all. But if you leave a mean comment, I'll have to call the bully hunters. Okay, does anyone actually remember the bully hunters thing?
I'm defusing the bomb.
Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
Faggot?
Stay calm!
There's nobody left to save.
The bully hunters. They're pro elite gamers.
A bully hunter will jump into their game and take on harassment head on. They'll hunt down and take out the perpetrator. You heard that correctly. So the bully hunter has now been alerted and should be joining the game soon. Okay, pause right there. She knows who the harasser is and she is on the hunt. Bully Hunter 77 is looking for the harasser. Knife, folks, and there it is. Just pause right there. Brilliant knife move. Very difficult.
Why did I feel the sudden urge to make that joke and then make an explanation and then not cut it out in the edit? Could it be a little fluff action? Where was I? Crippling video game addiction, right. Hi, my name's Omar, and I have a crippling video game addiction. Some of my preferred drugs are ranked League of Legends lobbies and half-dead games from the early 2000s. Now, as a gamer, I look forward to the Game Awards every single year. I can't say I've seen every single one, but I've definitely watched the last 2 or 3 for sure, live. Flex. I remember even last year, the rumors about the finals coming out, and I was watching the show live, downloaded the finals. I even tried to get cracked at the finals. Shocker, I did not get cracked at the finals. I'm just a washed up video game player now, so my peak years are far behind me.
No! That leg, baby! No, 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 I got some invisibility! I don't know why I shot there. Why did I shoot one bullet? I fell down, why would I? One more, he's under. He's coming up. Bro, from his cash up, sniped me! Full stop. Oh, no, no, no. God damn! Well, I'm gonna go pee. Oh! No! This is so sad. I can't hit any shots! Why do you not want to come with me?
Medium or heavy? Stop being a fucking pussy. Little rat bastard pussy. You're a fucking coward.
A bully hunter will jump into their game and take on harassment head on. Brilliant knife move. Very difficult.
At least we got the montage out of it, so days and days of my life just for that 5-second insert right there. You're welcome. This is like the Bugatti all over again. So watching the Game Awards last night inspired me to get back on here and yap my opinions away because nobody asked for it.
Shaquille O'Neal.
This is Shaq Fu, a legend reborn. Hiya!
So yeah, like I was saying, with my crippling league addiction comes my side of love for esports, more specifically League esports. And hints the LCS jersey. Team Curse, Team Liquid, let's go. Honestly, one of my only regrets in life is not going to that finals that happened in Toronto like a few years ago. I missed my only chance to watch the LCS finals live when they were in my city, so. Yeah, so I felt like it was only appropriate to talk about esports in the esports attire of the game that dominated the category. League won the Game Esports of the Year. Let's go, we're going strong. Who says it's dying, bro? It ain't dying. T1, Team of the Year. I mean, with the plot T1 had this year, how could you not? Faker is still the GOAT. I mean, he's on T1, plot armor. If you don't know anything about esports, the Faker plot line has been like one of the best plot lines across of all of esports, okay? It's definitely worth like watching a little documentary or something on. Maybe I'll link one here. Kadril won the Esports Streamer of the Year, which I love Kadril. So as a League player and a League esports enjoyer, this section really made me happy. I hope that in 20 years, okay, in 2048, when I'm sitting there watching the 2048 Worlds, that Team Liquid can still do me proud by doing the airport speedrun any % and setting a new world record. Okay, I promise I'll stop making weird niche esports jokes. So moving on.
And a lot of big fags to
Welcome, my friend. Welcome, my friend.
The Indiana Jones IP is over 40 years old, but something about that music gets me going till this day. It's just so iconic. Now let me start off by saying that I'm not a single player gamer, by any means. And I haven't really played this game myself. But I have watched a lot of reviews and playthroughs, so that obviously gives me the credentials to talk about the Indiana Jones game, right? Like, you watch a couple YouTube videos, you're an expert now. That's how that works. Now, I was particularly interested in this game, not just because of Indiana Jones, but RTX on. I'm a big tech nerd. The fact that this is the first game to require 3080 Ti as a recommended spec and RTX as being a minimum requirement, nothing like seeing that RTX on Harrison Ford skin, you know? I was also particularly interested in this game because some parts of it take place in Egypt, and your boy's Egyptian, so I felt like I was like obligated, certified. That's my certification. I mean, I used to ride a camel to school, right? So. Okay, I didn't actually ride a camel to school, but you thought about it, didn't you? I know you did. What does that say about you? So yeah, as an Egyptian who's seen the pyramids in person, I wanted to see the pyramids with RTX on. And then when I watched the reviews and the playthroughs of the game, I got to see some of the voice acting, and not only did they use Egyptian voice actors, but they spoke in like an era-appropriate dialect. You know, as a person who has zero expectations from Hollywood to show the Middle East or Middle Eastern looking like, I was pleasantly surprised. This is crazy. They usually just go for like random throat noises, and that's Arabic. Close enough. This game, honestly, with all my bias aside, is a masterpiece. Just give it a few months and the video essays about it are just gonna start coming down like crazy. 4 out of 10 IGN score. Now let's talk about Grandpa Harrison Ford making an appearance. I was watching this live and they started hinting at it, and I was like, I audibly said, I was alone in the room and I was audibly like, no way Harrison Ford steps on stage right now. And he did. I know we've gotten celebrity appearances for a while, but this is maybe for me, just one of the coolest ones. Like even cooler than the Keanu Reeves one, which was the coolest before this. So maybe it's the Indiana Jones music along with the Harrison Ford that did it for me. There was some backlash when it came out that Harrison Ford isn't voice acting this game, but I can see why, you know? Maybe that's why they got him on stage, because I love the guy. I'm not hating, but like, you can tell he's 82. Yeah. Funny enough, that was not the first time this teleprompter thing happened.
Anyway, I I may come. It's hard for me to see the teleprompter.
Boy, let's get.
Moving on. Okay, 21 Pilots killed it. I'm not a big Arcane guy. I actually haven't really watched it, and I don't really listen to 21 Pilots either. But that was epic. This man's got some lungs, bro. And then this is a reminder that Snoop Dogg will take any job he gets if it pays like anything. If you're going down the road to your local warehouse to job hunting, there's like a 66% chance that Snoop Dogg is there fighting for that same warehouse position. Like, guy will do absolutely anything at this point. Remember that barbecue smoker thing a little while back? I'm telling you, if there's a cash gig at your local warehouse, 66% chance. And that one you can look up. I want to take a moment to talk about this man. I know he's been iconic for a couple of years now. He's made it to the memes. Man's got passion. Real recognize real. This guy's always giving it 120%. That's how many times he switched instruments, bro. Every time they come back to him, guy's holding a different thing. Like, the heck?
And the game award goes to, oh man, I have to pay a microtransaction to unlock. That's...
Here's how we're gonna do this, all right? I sat there for 5 hours, so ain't no way I'm gonna, tell you every single thing that happened, especially in this section. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through it like fast as fuck, boy. We're gonna only pause to talk about notable things, so keep up. Okay, this is the year of the Astrobot.
The game award goes to Astrobot.
This year, the Game Award goes to Astrobot. Congratulations, another win tonight.
The winner is Astrobot.
Every time Astrobot went up against anything, it won. That's really it, It clean sweep on the Astrobot team. We'll talk more about that later. Balatro also won every time it was up against something. It was the story of the one-man team. It was one guy that made the whole game. And one other general note was that consoles just put up a good fight in general. Usually a lot of these awards are dominated by the AAA, PC game category. But this year, with Astrobot and Hellblade 2, consoles put up a good fight. Helldivers 2 kind of course correcting halfway through the year and winning some awards. That was very surprising. I did not have that on my bingo card. A new Turok game? Wow, I haven't heard about that in a really long time. Slay the Spire 2, game's already a classic and we're getting another one. Good. A new Warframe update, and I don't know, I'm not much of a Warframe guy, but this kind of looks cool, isn't it? Untitled Gen Design game? Why are we showing off an unnamed game? I don't understand. Why is that important? Can we just wait like a few more weeks until it is named? Ain't no way this game's coming out in 2025, right? Like, could they not just wait and then show it something on the next year's Game Awards? Dying Light? Hardcore parkour! Posty made an appearance? I don't know, that's 2 videos in a row now where I've just mentioned Post Malone for no reason. Who had Post Malone on their bingo card? Tell me. But yeah, Murder Circus actually looks really cool too. Might check it out. We're gonna talk about Fortnite ads in more detail in a second, all right? But the 12-year-old boy in me is still a sucker for that dubstep, over a trailer. You remember that? Remember when everything just had a dubstep track on it just because it was cool and hip? It's kind of happening with drum and bass right now, but that's another video. Point is,
listen, yeah, that.
Killers in the jungle. That shit got me going. You know what? Rather than talk about the Fortnite ads later, let's just talk about the Fortnite ads right now. This has been a phenomenon for like a couple of years where there's like 20 Fortnite ads throughout the Game Award. Stage Fright, the new game by the same people who made Overcooked, looks really good. Might give that a shot when it comes out. A Game of Thrones game? Okay, Squid Games. When this started, I was like, oh, another Netflix game. Who asked for this? Ha ha ha.
I never asked for this.
But then they announced season 2, and then I was like, oh, I guess people like the show, so I'm probably wrong. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't talk about this, but I am anyways. Remember, I can call a bully hunter.
Really a that knife move very difficult.
Maybe I just don't know. Maybe Netflix games are like Candy Crush. You know how like Candy Crush is like one of the biggest gaming companies ever that no gamer ever plays? It's like those soccer moms just Candy Crushing the shit out of it at soccer practice, like Candy Crush. Let me know if you play Netflix games. Let me know. Maybe I'll try one. Okay, Fallout winning against Arcane on the best adaptation was, I don't think, on anyone's bingo card. Like, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a League player. I'm saying that because maybe I'm wrong. Okay, the Breaking Bad guy got on stage and had no clue what was happening or what he was saying. We got Elden Ring, Shadow Labyrinth, Witcher 4, Borderlands 4. These people are counting to 4 and Valve can't even count to 3. All of these really good, really cool. Split Fiction, which is made by the same people who made It Takes Two, right? Where, here's the premise. I think the premise is really cool. There's two writers, right? A fantasy writer and a sci-fi writer. And they're supposed to go into this simulation that turns their writing into the simulation, I guess. And they somehow end up in the same simulation. So it's this like fantasy, sci-fi, co-op, two-player thingy. It looks very cool. Onimusha, Way of the Sword. Don't know much, honestly. Virtual Fighter, heard of it, but I don't know, don't have opinions. Sonic Racing, just said coming soon, so I don't know, maybe we need more info. Rematch, which is like a soccer 5v5 arcadey type game. You know, I had this thought a couple years ago where I was like, why does it feel like soccer games are only like FIFA and like EA Sports type games? Like, why isn't there like Rocket League, but with soccer players? And Path of Exile 2, hype. Killing Floor 3, which I'm personally really hyped for. I must have like 1,000 hours on Killing Floor, maybe a few hundred, which obviously gives me credentials to talk about this.
Very difficult.
But we love Killing Floor around here, and this is like not a premiere or anything. Like, this has been known that it's coming out for a while and they've been working on it, but I'm glad that we finally have like a 2025 release. I'll definitely be playing that for sure. I don't buy many new games, but I'm paying like the full $80 or whatever for this one. I don't care. If I told you Screamer is the title of the game, you might think it's like a horror game or like a beat 'em up, like maybe we were calling zombies screamers in this universe. That's what my brain went to, right? But no, Screamer is an arcade racy neon type game thing. I get like mad Need for Speed vibes from this, and I might actually give it a shot. Screamer, I hardly know her. Den of Wolves, which this is one of those ones that doesn't have a date. They literally said 2020, whatever. There's obviously many more things that got announced and happened during the show, but I'm not gonna sit here and, you know, make the 5 hours into 2.
Before we get to Game of the Year, we do have one last very special announcement to share with you. This year, the stars aligned for some very magical things to happen at our anniversary show. Things that might not have ever seemed a possibility. If you truly love video games like I do, this moment is for all of us.
You gotta give him that hawk.
Okay, the camera died. Where was I? Big hype. Right. After all the big hype, it was the Okami reveal, which I was a little underwhelmed by. I've never really heard of this IP. I've heard it's really old, but that's why. But maybe Okami fans were jumping off their seats when this happened. But I don't know, it felt to me like some of the things that got announced earlier got more hype than Okami, but maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? I got nervous again. They were like, the final world premiere. Could it be? Was he about to get on stage and count to 3? Could the Riot MMO or something? I was like, okay, at least a GTA 6 trailer. No, it wasn't any of that. It was a new NaughtyDog game.
I see a lot of people online saying that it's a hat, and you know what? It's not a hat, it's a cap.
Okay, I didn't talk about The Last of Us Part 2 remaster earlier. It's one of the things that got announced because I saved it for this part. And I'm about to sound like a real hater right now. The Last of Us is cool and all right? And I get that normies just got introduced to it from that show. Great. Love it. Amazing. Naughty Dog is great. We've all been onto it. Uncharted, the same thing. Awesome. But The Last of Us Part 2 came out 4 years ago. Do we really need a remaster? Is that considered old now? 4 years and then we make the same game again? Like, who asked for the texture pack? The $80 texture pack, by the way. Like, they still charge you full game price for it.
I never asked for this.
Now, I would be shitting on Naughty Dog for like another hour if they didn't manage to make another game while they were developing the texture pack for The Last of Us Part 2, but they are working on something else. Now, this is the first new Naughty Dog IP in a long time, so it's probably gonna be a banger based on their track record, and the visuals alone, absolutely stunning. The aesthetic, I like this like retro space thingy they're going for. The amount of product placement in that thing, like, do we really need a Porsche space thingy? Or Sony plastered 17 different times and all the instrument clusters in this? Tone it down, Naughty Dog. We get to the final part of the night, right?
I think I want to nominate this award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton.
The Game of the Year award. But yeah, like I said earlier, it was the year of the Astrobot. What do you expect? But as they were going on stage and the orchestra was going buck wild, our multi-instrument man was killing it as usual. I was quickly taken out when they said this.
I remember I was a kid in 1989, Christmas, and I got a grey box. There was a game packed in. It was called Super Mario Brothers, and it was really, really great.
Grey box? Is he not allowed to say? What is going on here? Okay, do I really need to tell you what Nintendo is? Only 90s kids will remember. I mean, this is only the biggest gaming company in the world, and you might be like, wow, what about Tencent and Microsoft and Sony? That is what you sound like in my head, by the way. I hear you, but I'm just talking about companies that make games only. You can't be making the Tencent, Sony, Microsoft AI microwave and be considered a gaming company. Like, everybody's seen the Tencent, Sony, Microsoft AI microwave before, right?
What?
As the biggest gaming company in the world, you would think that they would be all over this gaming awards, right? There was like 3 million people watching this, bro, live. That's crazy. But Nintendo feels a lot like, we do not speak his name.
We do not speak his name. Voldemort.
Voldemort.
Lord Voldemort.
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 It feels like you can just get in trouble by shit-talking Nintendo online, so I'm gonna do that because mama ain't raised no bitch. Well, mama ain't raised at all, but that's besides the point. It feels like, as the biggest gaming company in the world, they are just not a part of gaming at all. You wanna make content about them? Great, they just won't let you. You wanna play Melee? Psych! You like them old games? Maybe some emulators? Pal World? Did they really think they were never gonna get sued? It was Pokemon with guns, right? They must have known it was coming eventually. Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Nintendo does no sales. Game comes out like 6 years ago, still full price. Doesn't matter, it's Nintendo. The Switch Online blows. So yeah, in conclusion, Nintendo sucks. Watching the Game Awards last night, seeing the view count at the bottom and realizing that millions of people actually care about this, it hit me. This was the best Game Awards I've ever watched to date. 4 out of 10 IGN score.